In 2021, the Vineyard Chicks, or us, grew just under a ton of food. And then last year, we went way over a ton of food. Self-sufficiency is super important for us, and we've gone just about a month now without going to the grocery store. We went this week, but before that, we'd gone about a month living on our own just with what we had. And we're going to show you how to do that right now. Did you know that Vineyard Chick Studios is now where we post our music? Here at this channel, we hope to keep teaching prepping skills and tips about gardening and how we raise poultry, goats, and cows. And don't miss my poultry and KK's goat updates. Now here's what we think is important for February. Now it all starts with Bunky's indoor onions. So people, start your onions. You know, that's what they say at the races.
Yeah, I know.
You start your onions. Never mind.
Here in Zone 6, our onion season starts in February. So, Monkey, why don't you tell us what you're growing in here?
Okay. It all began with onions, and I grow onions as big as my head, bigger almost than the grocery store onions. And if you want to see the whole entire compilation and all the steps of how I grow onions, you can go down below in the description and go to Bunky's Garden. That's the video that's there. But I grow yellow onions. 2 yellow onions are in the front row, and 2 pelletized red onions are in the front row. And they grow really greatly. And let's take a look at the sprouts. So the whole back row is also onions, but yeah, there's a sprout right there, so you can see of an onion. But the whole back row behind here, this is really hard to do with one hand. The whole back row behind here is all onions. So I'm really happy about that. And I grow 100 onions every year.
100 onions.
But this is my chitting bucket. Not the bad word, the chitting. See. So this is my chitting bucket. And it has 2 types of white potatoes, some gold potatoes, and sweet potatoes, and those should be having some slits like my horseradish does, and you can see the green here, so some molding, but I got that idea from the Gypsy and Vanilla Grella, but I forgot about it, so it's molding just a little. I wanted to put this cardboard cover on here because I need to have it dark for it to chit.
So do you not turn the lights on when you go in the bathroom?
Okay, wait. So the third thing I grow in February is my Brassicas. Now, we also have a problem about Brassicas sometimes, actually all the time, because of my cabbage and stuff like that. We have cabbage moths. Lots of them. Like, they're supposed to be very territorial, but in summer, if I look outside the windows, I can find a bunch of about 30 cabbage moths slithering around over in my garden. They love my garden. I love basil.
Now, Monkey, how do you keep your brassicas alive in the cold of February?
Well, I plant them inside. This is my indoor garden, and so I head start them inside so they are already good and big so I don't have to plant them outside because it's freezing for me and freezing for them, and that's not good for either of us. And then I've got 3 other basil plants, and they're doing great.
I love basil.
But now I just planted these recently over here too. So I've got Napa cabbage, and that's grown greatly. And broccoli, that has some sprouting up, but it's going very well. Triple cabbage. I love cabbage too. So that has sprouts, but the best, I'm proud of this one because it has so many good seeds in it, and they're all sprouting, and it's got broccoli rabe. I've got 2 breeds of cabbages, and basically 2 breeds of broccoli, because broccoli rabe. I plan to take them into the greenhouse mid-March or April. So that's how I'm going to try to plant my brassicas this year, and I can hopefully harvest them before the cabbage moths really get bad. So now I have 3 new changes that I've done this year. Now, number 1 I want to talk about is the watering can I'm now using. So I used to take like an orange juice gallon and drill holes in it.
You got me wet.
And drill holes in it. And drill holes in them. But that got them really wet, and that causes powdery mildew, which was a big problem for us. So now I'm using this longer spout so I can really get down into the dirt when I water it. So this is very helpful to have a longer spout to pour the water in, and it's a very nice looking watering can. So that's one thing, even though it's not recycling, it is very good. Now, next I want to show is, you may notice that I used to have some, can you give me that? I used to cut this top part off, and so I'd use the bases, which I still use the bases, but I used to use this dome, the top dome with the cap on, and put it over there for the humidity dome. But this year, I didn't want to go to the Chamber of Secrets, seed growth. So, and the top of the gallons wouldn't really fit. I tried, it did not work at all. So what I used was bubble wrap. So since I used the bubble wrap, it actually did really well. So that's definitely a good thing to do, and I might even do that next year too. And the third thing is, so this is all changes. So I used to take the bottom of it and just drill holes, just 1 hole all over it, very small. And I just poked it in. But this year, I did X's. So instead of just poking holes with the knife, I put X's there instead. And actually, there's actually 4 new things. I actually use cookie trays now, Mom's cookie trays, because they actually leak a little too much. But now, for the commercial by our sponsor, which is apparently us, because we actually don't have any sponsors. So let's go!
Join us live every Monday night at Vineyard Chicks for live music, fun, and giveaways. Hope to see you there. So I'll be making a video soon about what's going on in my bird yard, but I do want to say that last year I processed 60 birds, and while I'm very proud of that, the prices for getting your birds butchered is insane right now. And so I'm going to be putting up a video about what my plan is for that and what I'm going to be doing for the future of my aviary. But first, I want to show you guys how my birds are doing with winter right now, which has been a surprisingly mild February.
You're going to jinx it.
I have 5 turkeys. One of them is from our first year having turkeys, but they're all doing very well with the winter. Our emus are doing really well. They've actually started using their house more than I've ever seen them use it. So that was pretty cool. And Griffin is even warming up to me. Not KK, but me.
No, they hate me.
Never. I recently discovered that I actually have a lot more roosters than I thought I did. Because some of my hens magically turned to roosters or hit chicken puberty, you tell me.
Wow.
So I think I'm going to try and take care of that this spring because they've started fighting with my main dude. And I want to keep Hagrid. The ducks are doing really well. This is like surprisingly well for the winter. This has been a very successful winter for the ducks so far, and it's already early February, so pretty happy with them. They're staying pretty warm. And then we also have the guineas, who are not exactly in the bird area, but they're pretty nearby, and they're also birds, so
They're
they count.
technically like close to the vineyard, or
Yeah, they're just there.
they're just
And
there.
they're doing pretty well. KK still thinks they look funny. I think they are
They are
related
adorable.
to unicorns, and they're very loud, but I still think they're related to unicorns and just
Why?
had their horns shaved down a little.
Wow.
They've got the bumps on their heads. Haven't you seen that?
No, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is. They're dinosaur unicorns.
As,
So how's the barnyard?
Yeah, how's the barnyard
as far as my
doing?
yard goes, the girls are doing really well. I don't have any bucks anymore, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting any kids this year, which means no milk. So I do need to get a buck. But most of the milk and cheese production might just be from the cows, which is going to be a little daunting, but
Terrifying.
we'll see.
It
Little
actually
dude is
sounds
doing pretty well
good.
too.
Yeah, he's doing
he's
pretty
recently started eating hay. He's weaning off milk.
Mhm.
And then we
So-
rolled out a hay bale by ourselves today. KK and I just tipped it
Fine,
over.
good
The
work.
whole thing, just pushed it. We can't find the tractor key, or else we would have used the tractor.
Fine,
So, yeah.
girl work.
I wonder why.
Because I lost the tractor key.
Yep.
That's on me.
Okay.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
I'm still getting eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
should
is
have
weird.
mentioned that. That's how we survived the whole month without going. The eggs were a huge part of us not going to the grocery store this month.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
that was so cool.
So tasty.
Like we haven't went to the
Yummy.
grocery store for like
Eggs are
an
amazing.
entire month. It's so
Oh,
amazing.
you're talking about not going. I was talking about how eggs taste.
Oh yeah.
So that's it for this video.
We hope to see you at our Monday live.
At 9 p.m. Eastern time, we hope we'll be able to see you guys there, where we'll be doing our giveaways and live music. Should be pretty fun. We're going to be doing some of the music we did in some of our shorts this week. So we hope we'll be able to see you there and enjoy it with you.
Yep.
See you next time.
See you next
Bye.
time.
God bless.
Bye.